isn't fun and games. You mess around and I'll kill ya.
And with those parting words, Haruhi's team left to search the east side of the station, while Miss Asahina and I were ordered to search the west side. However...
What should we do?
Beats me.
This is the first time I've ever gone for a walk like this.
By like this, you mean...
Out walking alone with a boy. Oh.
Come on, I can't believe that. You're telling me that you've never gone out on a date with anyone before?
Never.
You're kidding, right? I mean, don't you have guys just lining up to ask you out?
But I can't do it. You see, I'm not supposed to go out on dates with anyone. At least not in this... Kyon, I've got a favor to ask of you.
After a couple false starts, Miss Asahina finally started putting her words into complete sentences and began to explain.
You might not believe a word I'm about to say, but the truth is I'm not actually from this time plane. I come from the future. I can't tell you from which time period or time plane I come from, though. Telling anything about the future to anyone from the past is restricted. I was told this before I boarded the time machine. Think of it as being a lot like animation. The pictures look like they're in motion, right? But it's just a series of still frames laid out in a sequence. The time's just like that. Goes to zero. That's why time traveling is moving in a three-dimensional direction along the various time planes. I'm from the future. That means on this time plane, I'm sort of like an extra picture in the middle of one of those flipbook animation things.
What is it now?
As for me, I'm here because a large timequake happened 3 years ago. That's 3 years ago from the current time in this plane. We arrived in the past to investigate, and we were surprised once we got here. No matter how hard we tried, we couldn't go further back in time from that plane. The conclusion was that there had to be a large time gap between the time planes. It wasn't until recently that we found the thing that caused it. That is, recently in the future where I come from.
So, what is the reason?
Miss Suzumiya.
Not again.
She was at the very center of the time distortion. And I can't explain any more of this to you because it's classified information. But we are certain that it was Miss Suzumiya who closed our access to the past.
It's hard to believe Haruhi would be able to do something like that.
Believe me, it's a mystery to us as well. And Miss Suzumiya doesn't realize that she's the cause of a timequake either. That's where I come in. I was sent here to see whether or not there'll be any new time anomalies occurring near Miss Suzumiya. I guess I'm kind of like a watchdog. I'll understand if you don't want to believe what I just told you.
No, it's not that. It's just, why are you telling me all this?
Because you are the one that Miss Suzumiya has chosen. I can't explain because it's classified information, but you're very important to Miss Suzumiya. There are reasons behind everything she does, every time she raises her hand or takes a step.
What about Nagato and the new guy?
Oh, well, they are in very similar positions to me. I never expected Miss Suzumiya to get us all together in such a precise manner, though.
So that means you know who or what both of them really are, right?
That's classified.
Huh? Can you tell me what's going to happen to Haruhi?
That's classified.
Well, if you're from the future, you already know what happens, right?
That's classified.
Well then, why don't you just tell Haruhi all this stuff?
That's classified. I'm sorry, but I'm not authorized to say anything right now. You don't have to believe me. I just wanted you to know about it, that's all.
I just heard the same thing a couple days ago, didn't I?
I'm sorry to dump all this on you like I did.
Don't apologize, I don't mind. So now we've got an alien and a time traveler. What's going on here? If there's anybody out there who believes all this stuff, please call me. We'll trade places. Miss Asahina.
Yes?
You mind if we put all this on hold? I mean, is it okay if we just put aside whether I believe you or not, and just get back to it later?
Sure.
Before we do, can I ask you one question?
Yes, what is it?
If you wouldn't mind, could you tell me how old you really are?
That's classified.
Yeah, that's getting really annoying. I really like you, but you gotta understand, that's not cute.